Good morning. We're now here with the candidates for Lackawanna County Coroner, and I have to say, this is a first for the League of Women Voters of Lackawanna County. We haven't done coroner interviews in the past, so it was an interesting exercise for us as well to figure out what the coroner was supposed to do. What I normally do at this point is I would do a brief bio, but this year we have a new online voter guide through vote411.org. So we're going to point you to our website at lwvlackawanna.org, and you can get some bio information and answers to some additional questions online. So I'd like to introduce our candidate. I'm with Frank Adamo this morning. Welcome, Frank. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here with us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
And we are going to move through a series of questions. So Frank is the Republican candidate for Lackawanna County Coroner. And the first question that I have for you is, please describe the duties of the office that you're running for.
The office, the duties of the office of Lackawanna County Coroner include the notification on all deaths that occur in the home. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just keep going.
I had something else in my mind. Any deaths, unattended deaths that occur in the county, accidental, criminal deaths, any deaths that occur in a hospital within 24 hours of admission, emergency room deaths, and that's pretty much, I'm sorry, I had something else in mind here.
That's okay.
I was going off the questions that you had presented to me at the, this is going to be edited out, right? I'm sure.
No, it's live.
Oh, really?
This is it.
Well, again, as I stated, that's what it involves.
Okay.
And the coroner's office itself, the coroner does not perform any of the autopsies or lab work or anything of that nature. That is all contracted out.
Okay.
And the investigation of the office, any criminal investigation, is done by local or state police. The main goal, the main duty of the coroner in Lackawanna County is mainly administrative work, dealing with death certificates, and dealing with people who have lost a loved one, and I think that's why the job calls for a licensed funeral director, which I have been for 26 years.
Okay. Well, that kind of leads into my second question, which is what qualifies you to run for this office? And we're interested in any experience that you have, whatever it might be from your personal or professional life, and what distinguishes you from your opponent? Why should the voters vote for you?
Well, I am a licensed funeral director, like I stated. I've been a licensed funeral director for 26 years, and I believe that the taxpayers of Lackawanna County not only need, but they do deserve a caring and licensed professional who has dedicated his life to the role of a funeral director and caring for people in all situations concerning death. I've been, again, 26 years. I believe my mortuary school training, I do work with the Commonwealth Medical College here as a diener for the gross anatomy lab. I think all that encompasses me to be the right choice for coroner of Lackawanna County.
Okay. Frank, do you believe that there are improvements needed in the office as it currently works, and what is your approach or plan to address those improvements?
Well, my main concern is consolidating the offices, the administrative offices with the morgue lab area, the morgue area where the autopsies are done. Currently, there is a building being built in Dunmore in a neighborhood which I really don't believe that the county needed that at this time. I did want to consolidate the offices. My idea was, which I presented at a commissioners meeting in July, was to consolidate the office, the administrative office with the morgue into the Commonwealth Medical College here in Scranton, where I do diener work, as I had stated. State-of-the-art facility that would be more than capable of handling the office of county coroner. Again, I spoke to that at the meeting and fell on deaf ears, I could say, and the construction is currently being done right now. I thought, and I know that it would have saved the taxpayers of Lackawanna County money, and it also would have been a new shot in the arm, a new revenue source for the Commonwealth Medical College here during difficult economic times.
Okay. In September, the Senate Local Government Committee advanced from committee a law that would require the release of a decedent's name, cause, and manner of death, but only within 30 days of the end of the year in which the death occurred. Do you support public disclosure of these records, and in what time frame from the time of death? What's your rationale?
Well, I believe the way the law is right now, I have to agree with that. I mean, I am the type of person who believes the more information that's out there, obviously, is benefits society. But in cases dealing with death, maybe age, manner of death, type, in homicide cases, I think most of that would be up to the police department to release certain amounts of information, you know, only a certain amount of information. But I think if we can hold back some information, and you know, to protect families, I think that would be necessary. I also think that in order to protect society, you know, most information that the police believe needs to be out there should be out there. But I believe in holding back some information to protect the family and maybe, you know, the victim itself, especially if it's a child or something like that. I don't believe, you knowing the manner of death maybe a child went through or something like that, how that would benefit society, knowing maybe actually what the child went through or things like that. But I agree with the coroner's law right now that at the end of 30 days, I think prior to the end of the year, they could release the information.
Okay. So you talked about the morgue space in Dunmore, and I know that it was a problem, and it was a difficult decision to move forward. Do you support or oppose the morgue in a neighborhood? And specifically, what's the potential impact of a morgue on a neighborhood?
Well, I don't agree with it, like I said, for various reasons. I had another idea that I thought would work much, much better. Being in the funeral business 26 years, as we all know, there's funeral homes, and especially in Lackawanna County and surrounding areas of Wayne and Luzerne. There are many funeral homes in many neighborhoods. The impact on those neighborhoods, really not much, because they're usually well taken care of homes and relatively quiet. Just the idea of what the morgue brings in this property in a neighborhood of Dunmore here, I think from what I've seen, you have to access it through the gentleman who is developing it, his entranceway. Just the overall idea of the morgue, what the word morgue implies to in a lot of people's ideas, I think that's just it's a negative connotation. You know, it just comes across as negative. Where a funeral home is a home of, you know, peace and solace and respect. Morgue has that idea of, you know, criminal deaths and things of that nature. And I don't agree with it. I didn't agree with it being built there. We had plenty of county buildings in the area. There were some other good offers made to the commissioner's proposals, and again, I think my idea probably was the best, consolidating with the coroner's office.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about governmental structure now. So my first question is, do you believe this position should be an elected position, or should it be appointed by county commissioners through a process of open competition? And what's your rationale behind that? Well,
part of my platform was I said that I'm running for Lackawanna County Coroner, and some people would ask me why, and I would explain it's what I do as a funeral director. But it is political in nature, obviously, because you have to run for the office. I believe it should be that way. I think it's up to the taxpayers to believe, you know, to vote who they think should be hold the office. I often said in my platform, I can't lower your taxes usually. I can't pave your streets. And if there's anything in the world I could do for you, I most certainly would. But if you think about it, do you really want me to? So political in nature, yes, it is, and I agree with it. I think the taxpayers should have the choice in who the candidate is. Put the candidates up like we do in the primary. We do every other office. You know, and at the end, the best man standing. I think that's the way it should be, is left standing.
Okay, this is another governmental structure question that's a little bit more broad and not related to this office in particular. Luzerne County recently changed its home rule charter and eliminated elected positions, commissioners, recorder of deeds, treasurer, including the coroner. Lackawanna County's home rule charter was passed in 1976. So here's my question for you. Is it time to review Lackawanna County's home rule charter? And would you recommend consideration of similar changes in our county government, consolidating these offices? Why or why not? What's your rationale behind that?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm a funeral director and I'm running for Lackawanna County Coroner. I mean, I'm going to leave those questions up to political experts if possible. I'm running for coroner because I believe, like I said in the opening statement, that I believe that I am the right man for the job. And I'll leave that up to the political pundits and the political experts, if you don't mind, because once elected, I'm going to actually be performing a service. you know, much like what the funeral director does. So I'll leave that up to the political experts if you don't mind on that. And
not at all. Your choice. Frank, you now have 2 minutes for a closing statement.
All right, thank you very much. I would just like to say that in closing that I do believe, again, that the taxpayers deserve the right man for the position. I've been a funeral director for 26 years. Again, like I said, the chief duties of the coroner, again, are mainly administrative work. In this CSI Miami, CSI New York type of world that we live in today, the very definition of a coroner is a person whose chief duty is to ascertain the cause of death by an inquest if necessary, to the cause of death of any human body whose death may be deemed other than natural. Now, with that being said, if you notice at the beginning I said person, doesn't say doctor. Now, that varies area to area. The reason is, in Lackawanna County, obviously it's a funeral director, it's a nurse, it's a whoever, could be the coroner. Autopsies are done by a contracted pathologist. The lab work is done, that's contracted off to various labs. Again, like I said before, the investigation are done by local and state police, and the coroner's office is mainly an administrative work with dealing with certificates, authorizing all cremations that take place in Lackawanna County, and dealing with the families who have lost a loved one, like I had said earlier. I think that certainly sounds like a funeral director to me, and maybe that's why the office of Lackawanna County Coroner has been a funeral director for decades. And on November 8th, I appreciate if you come out and vote for Frank Adamo for Lackawanna County Coroner. And I thank you. I thank the League of Women Voters, and I thank you for having me here today. It's
our pleasure to have you with us, Frank. That concludes our time with Frank Adamo. Don't forget, you can visit lwvlackawanna.org for additional information, a couple more questions, and some bio information from Frank.